students, I am Professor Adesh Shervastav from School of Management, BBD University, and now today I will be talking about topology and its kind. So we were discussing mesh topology and their advantages. I'm sorry, these are disadvantages. So we'll just have a quick review of all the disadvantages. Number one is it is very costly because of very long cable required, very huge cable length is required. Number two, very complicated. As you have seen the figure, it's very complicated. Number three is large space required to run the cable because there are huge cable length required. So large space is also required for this. And apart from that, there is another disadvantage. Point number 4, no proper utilization of systems, because these are having so many lines and no proper utilization of all the lines all the time. So there is no proper utilization of the system. These are the disadvantages of mesh topology. So I hope the mesh topology is clear. After that, we will discuss tree topology. So tree topology is basically just like an inverted tree. This is an inverted tree, you can say, where this particular is the root and these are branches. That's why we call it an inverted tree. This is a proper tree, you can say. This is a root and this is branches. So it looks like a tree. Sometimes this can be like this also. So it will be an inverted tree at that time. This is an inverted tree. So both are tree topologies. This is a proper tree and this next one was inverted tree. The root is here and the branches are these. So this is tree topology. You have seen the figure of tree topology. Just write down. Tree topology have root node and all other nodes are connected, which form a hierarchy. All other nodes are connected with to form a hierarchy. So it is also known as hierarchical topology. It is also known as hierarchical topology. This topology integrates various star topologies together in a single bus. This topology various star topologies. Various star topologies together in a single bus. Together in a single bus. It is also known as a star bus topology. It is also known as star bus topology. It's a very common network which is similar to a bus and a star topology. So this is about star topology. Now we will discuss advantages of star topology. I hope this you must have written. Now we will discuss advantages of star topology. Failure of one node never affects the rest of the traffic. Failure of one node never affects the rest of the traffic. This is one of the biggest advantages. Number two is node expansion is fast and easy. Node expansion is fast and easy. Three is detection of error is easy. Detection and correction. Detection and correction of error. Is easy, and it is easy to manage and maintain. It is easy to manage and maintain. So these are the advantages of star topology. I hope this is clear to you all, and you must have written it also. So now we will discuss about disadvantages. We will discuss about disadvantages of star topology. Sorry, tree topology. So this is first of the disadvantages. It is very heavy cable topology. Very heavy cable topology. Number two is if more nodes are added, its maintenance is difficult. If more nodes are added, its maintenance is difficult. If the hub or connector fails, the root node I am talking about, attached nodes are disabled. If the hub gets disturbed, the attached nodes are also disabled. Attached nodes are also disabled. So this is about tree topology. These are the three main disadvantages you can say. Number one is very heavy cable topology, long cable required. If more nodes are connected, its maintenance is difficult. If the hub root gets disturbed, the attached nodes also disabled. And another point you can say, in case of heavy traffic, the performance goes significantly down. So these are the disadvantages of tree topology. I hope the points are very clear. Need not to explain further. After this, we will discuss the last type of topology, and that is hybrid topology. Hybrid topology. As by the name itself, it is very self-explanatory that hybrid topology will be combination of any two type of topology. For example, this is one type of topology. Here you are seeing this is a bus topology and this is a star topology. So this is combination of bus plus star. Likewise, we can have any combination of two topologies that has been discussed so far. It is not necessarily that we combine bus and star only. We can combine star and ring, we can combine star and bus, we can combine ring and bus. Any two topologies can be combined together and form a hybrid topology. Likewise, you can see another figure. This is combination of tree and ring. Here it is ring and here it is tree. So hybrid topology is a combination of two topologies. It may be any two topology. So it depends on the network administrator or even the person who is framing the network, who is installing the network, which kind of two topology he wants to use, and there should be a specific reason about choosing the topology judiciously. So the hybrid topology is the combination of two or more topologies. It is combination of two or more topologies, right? You can see in the above architecture, as I have told you, in such a manner that the resulting network does not exhibit one of the standard topology, but it is a combination of any two topology. For example, as you can see, the image I have just drawn, that in any office or in any department, a star topology and hybrid topology can be formed together to make a star topology and a tree topology can be combined together to make a hybrid topology. So it is always produced when two different basic network topologies are connected. It is always produced when two basic topologies are connected. Right? So this is about hybrid topology. Now we will discuss its advantage and disadvantage. What are the advantages and disadvantages of hybrid topology? First we will discuss advantages. As far as advantages are concerned, it offers the easiest method for error detecting and troubleshooting. It offers easiest method of error detection and troubleshooting. This is the first advantage. Number two is highly effective and flexible network topology. Highly effective and flexible network, flexible network topology. Number three is it is scalable to you in so you can increase your network size. It is scalable. So you can increase your network size. So you can increase your network size. So these are the advantages of hybrid topology. Number one, it offers easiest method of error detection and troubleshooting. Number two, it has highly effective and flexible network topology. Number three, it is scalable, so you can increase your network size. So these are the three advantages of hybrid topology. Now we'll discuss disadvantages. We'll discuss disadvantages of this hybrid topology. The only disadvantage is the design of hybrid topology is complex. The design of hybrid topology is complex. And number 2 is, it is one of the costliest process. It is not the costliest, it is costly process. Because costliest will be the mesh, as a huge cable length is required. So it is costly process because it is combination of two topologies. So it will be a costly and a complex process. So these are the disadvantages of network topology. Now we'll discuss how to select a network topology. We have discussed so many topologies, the kinds of topologies here. Now, how you will select that in which case, which particular topology to choose. So I am just giving you some brief idea to think more about it and judiciously decide in which particular case, which particular kind of topology should be used. So I am just giving you some hint points about this, and it is just for your mind exercise. Number 1, bus topology is surely least expensive to install a network. So if you need an economical network to install, but it should be a small one, because you have seen that in case of more nodes in the network, the traffic congestion will be there and the network will collapse. So if your choice is that you need to have only a small network, number 2, you need a economical network. So your first choice should be bus topology. Number 2, if you want to use a shorter cable, or you are planning to expand the network in future, then the start topology should be the best choice. Number 3, if you need a fully mesh topology, which is theoretically an ideal choice, and it is because it is having every device connected to every other device. So this particular may be an ideal choice, but it is very, very costly. So mind it, when cost does not matter about it, when you are in the case where cost does not matter, your client says that I don't bother about the cost, I can go up to any extent, but I want a very robust network. In that case, you should choose mesh topology. So I hope this is clear to you all. After this, if you want to use twisted pair cable, for example, twisted pair cable, you must have seen that the pair is twisted. The cable is most often used in home, in your house. So you must have seen this. In case of twisted pair cable for networking, you should build a star topology. There are certain advantages of this particular topology in this kind of cable. So this is just, I have given you a brief idea how to select a network topology in any particular case. In the same way, now you should start thinking yourself to judiciously decide the network topology, that in which particular case, which kind of topology should be used. So this is just for your mental exercise, that you start thinking in this way, as I have given you 4 or 5 different conditions, that in which condition to use which particular topology. So I hope you must have understood the idea behind selecting a topology, that in which case what should be used. So this is all about topology and types of topology. I hope the session must be very interesting and knowledgeable to you all. And in case of any queries, you are very much free to ask me anytime, online and offline. Thank you very much. Thank you.